Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow.
We're going to extend grace. We've got a test coming up, right? We talked about grace. Have you ever been there where you're in trouble and your dad caught you red-handed, but you know what? He was cool about it and he let it go? Has everybody been there? Okay, well, you're there right now because we got this.
I've known Steve Barchie the whole time he's worked at Tuscola. He is a very honorable man. He stands true to what he believes in on a regular basis. He's done a lot to help the children. You can tell his motivation is to teach the kids, which sometimes gets lost in the rush, but he stayed true to that. I admire people that stay true to what they believe in, and he is a very good role model there. He's awesome. He's a great man.
My job here at Tuscola High School is to teach math. I'm a salesman and an entertainer, a performer, and I've got to sell math to these kids. My ministry is to help kids. There's a lot more to learn than just the math, and there's a lot of life lessons and things like that, and I need to be available for that. In the public school system, of course, our hands are somewhat tied, but I don't hide the fact that I'm a Christian. And the kids see that, they know that. You know, we sponsor the Bible Club, you know, we do all kinds of things and the kids know it. So I'm here for them if they have a problem. And then I stand before them as an example of how to live a Christian life. Mr. McDonald, our principal, you know, he's very supportive. He allows me to be the sponsor for a Christian club, and we make announcements and we do everything, you know, in front of everybody. So he gives us a platform. Christians are in the school, and you know, we stand ready to help, you know, however we can, you know, and to be a witness. And I think that's a good thing, that being a witness, a Christian witness, gives us an opportunity, but also really benefits the community at large, and that's the important thing. The young lady was troubled and she just wanted to talk to me, and so I brought her down to this classroom, kept the door open, and we just talked. And I shared my faith. I gave her my testimony, and she really appreciated it, and it kind of helped her over a rough spot. Anything that we can get to increase our personal relationship with the Lord, to develop that, to deepen it, helps us to be a better witness and to better live out our faith. And when you're standing in front of a group of kids, you know, on a daily basis, you know, you're walking out your faith. You know, are you going to be tempted to say the wrong kind of words or use the wrong kind of example? And that's what we need, is that undergirding from our church, you know, to be strong in the Lord and be consistent. The best thing you can do to help us in whatever capacity we're serving in the community is to prepare us and to encourage us in our personal walk. And you're doing that, and I appreciate it, and that's the best thing that you can do. All the other things that help, you know, in regards to what New Covenant Church does in the community with the homeless shelter and the fact that New Covenant Church is known throughout the community, well, that doesn't hurt a bit, you know. And the inroads and the partnerships that we've been able to establish with Dr. Garrett, you know, and everything. Boy, I mean, if we can just work together, we can do the best for these kids. Even the people in the home group know that I'm a teacher, and it's encouraging for them to know that there are Christians in the schools. And so it's kind of a double blessing, a win-win situation there, because, you know, they're seeing my witness in front of other people. That encourages them in their witness in front of other people. And then, of course, we work directly, you know, together, studying the Word, praying together in our home group. And that is a real vital ministry, and is, I think, a real blessing to a lot of people in the congregation, that we can gather in small groups and know about each other's needs and pray for one another and minister to one another on a personal level. And that's really good. And that kind of small group working and operation that goes on in the home groups, well, that carries over to the school, you know, because every class is, you know, a small group in that sense. In my work with the kids at school every day, I'm a minister. I minister to their needs, certainly their mental needs, but also at times their emotional needs, and hopefully their spiritual needs as I stand before them as an example. So in my ministry to all of them, I always have to remind myself and keep in mind my ministry is all for one.